The network is like an invisible big black hole, reaching out evil hands to us. The network is how invisible it brings us convenience and the same time so that we cannot guard against accidentally fall into the net. What is the cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is a form of violence that causes serious injury and adverse effect. It refers to the words, text, pictures, and videos posted by netizens on the internet with 5 characteristics of slander, labor, infringement of reputation, damage to right and interested, and incitement. People used to call it cyberbullying. So, what are the cyberbullying of these internet keyboard warriors? Internet keyboard warriors employ abusive language, use destructive and devastating violence against others, and attempt to inflict psychological harm on their victims at all times. The nature of such people is highlighted on the internet as human vulgarity, and for those of them who are fundamentally intercultural and have a mobile aesthetic text, they are essentially a group of self-painting, ideologically confused cultural hooligans who lack morality. They have no regard for the feelings of their victims and only indulge in their own combinations of so-called justice. Who will be the biggest victims in this online smoke and mirrors? My answer is everyone. Everyone can be a victim of online violence. A lot of the credit for this goes to certain medias who like to take things out of content or even deliberately bring up the tempo, and to certain self publishers who will do anything for traffic. They don't care what the actual situation is like. They only care about how many clicks and traffic their comments bring them. In recent years, cyber violence has been a largely daily occurrence, mostly in celebrities such as Korean actress Shirley Tree, who said in an interview before her death that she wished journalists and the netizens would be more on top of her, that she had a strong tendency to depression, and that she had been attacked by netizens for a long time, which eventually led to her suicide. When the effective when the effective when the epidemic broke out in Shanghai, I read about an incident that made me sad. It was said that a woman in Shanghai had to deliver food to her hearing impaired father 7 kilometers away. Because the traffic control, the delivery man ran all the way 27 kilometers, about 4 hours to the dish delivered. The woman, in order to show her gratitude to the delivery man's WeChat and Alipay transfer, but were refused. And finally, the family to the delivery man charged 200 yuan of of phone bills, but the so-called network since said 200 yuan is too little. Then these keyboard warriors began to repaginate wireless this woman. So result after a few days, the woman jumped off the building. After hearing these things, how do we avoid turning cyber justice into cyber violence? Number one, to avoid turning online justice into online violence, you need to keep your sanity. Number two, need to think holistically and look at things from multiple perspectives. Number three, don't judge easily and don't let yourself become a weapon in the hand of others. In many cases, we have the mentality that if others are free to post their own comments, then we are also free to do so. After all, the Lord cannot control it. Don't think this way. It will only encourage the internet keyboard warriors. Whenever I swipe at some of the nasty comments, I always wonder why they are saying that. Do they know this weapon? Do they know this person well? Do they know? Whenever I whispered,